Welcome back to the Transplanting Podcast. My name is Bear, of course, joined by the lovely Daphne, and I have no idea what kind of earrings you have.
How do you not know what these are?
Are they shells?
Yes, they're seashells.
Oh, they're cute.
They are cute. How do you not know?
I didn't know what they were. I thought they were cookies at first.
What kind of cookies are those?
The
that
hard
doesn't
shell
make any
kind? I don't
sense. That
Well,
doesn't make any sense.
They're cute. That's all
Yeah,
that matters.
okay, whatever. Anyway, today we have a guest that came in. I'm really excited about this one. I actually found her through a YouTube comment. She commented on one of our, it is she, her, right?
Yes.
Sweet.
Please.
Okay.
Oh.
Anyway, I found her. She commented on one of our videos, and I was like, "Oh my God, I want you to come back and talk." And anyway, so now here she is. So I have Ruby. Is that what you would rather be called, or Ruby Rae, or what's the right way?
I just go by Rae.
Rae.
Oh,
in
Rae.
general.
Okay.
Just Rae.
We got Rae here with us.
Yeah. That works.
Anyway, the fun part about this is she is in China.
Mhm.
And so this is the am I not supposed to say that? Or is it's okay to say that?
No, you can. For
Okay.
sure.
Okay, cool.
Anyway, yeah, so she's in China, and this is a couple episodes ago we made a comment that there was a episode coming up from a different country. We were excited about it, so here she is. So anyway, long intro, but Ruby, welcome to the
Rae.
podcast. Yeah. So Ruby,
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh.
yeah. I've just enjoyed the conversations you and I have had before any of this even started. Because we had a call on Messenger, I think, one night, and we just talked for a while before we're like, hey, we probably
Yeah,
ought
we
to
did.
call it.
Maybe like 2 hours. It was a long one.
Yeah, it was. We were just having a blast. Anyway, so I'm just excited to have you here. One of the things that I noticed, though, is you do have a podcast, and I would like to talk about your podcast as well. But let's start off with your story, if you don't mind. I just want to hear your story because it's not every day that I get contacted by someone in China that's trans. So there's a fascinating story behind this. And you had I don't want to say English accent, but you have an accent, right? That I picked up on, and you said it's not actually a British accent. You came from somewhere else, so I'd love to hear your story.
Okay, cool. So, I have a podcast. I started it in March 2025. So she's a year old now. It's called
Yay.
Kaleidoscope
Yay.
PPTS. She's about to go radical reconfiguration because there are some things that I wasn't happy with, but we'll talk about that later.
Yes.
I am a trans woman from South Africa living in China, and my accent isn't really South African anymore because I've been abroad for so long. It's kind of, I don't know. In Thailand I worked with a Californian
Yeah.
for a long time, and I picked up some Americanisms, and I stopped saying bathroom and I say bathroom. Bathroom feels weird for me. Or classroom.
Yeah.
And
Was he on your podcast at one point? Because
No, he
I
hasn't.
watched an episode where you had two other, I think it was your podcast. You had two other guests there, male and female, and I'm pretty sure both of them were queer. But I'd have to go find it. Gosh dang it! No, it was a fun one to listen to, though. I was really enjoying the banter that you all
Do you
had.
remember?
You what?
Do you remember the topic?
No.
Okay.
I'm
So
that's awful, right?
no, it doesn't matter. American women that have been on the podcast, there's only really been one, and she also has a podcast. It's called Unallowed or Disallowed.
It was Rage,
she's
Bait,
a
and
medium.
Love with MC Sarah's.
Oh, yeah. So she is queer.
Yeah,
She's from Australia, though. And that was the most recent one
but the guy that was
where,
also in that episode had a very American accent. So I
yes,
was
my
curious if it was
co-host
him.
Luigi. My co-host Luigi, he's from Canada.
Not an American accent.
No.
No, it's a Canadian one.
It's
Close enough.
typical American claiming everything that's not theirs, right?
He doesn't say a boot. He doesn't say a boot. He says about.
A boot is Scottish.
Oh, that's true. Yes.
Canadian would be a boat.
There's a joke. There's a joke about two Scottish people going through Canada, and one of them says, "Wow, look at that moose," and the other one says, "If that's a moose, I would not like to see a rat."
Oh,
I am just loving watching Bear try to process this.
I'm running on dial-up.
Okay, now that I've told a super joke, my story.
Yeah, let's hear your story.
I moved to China in 2015 as a totally cis bro, heterosexual male teacher, and started working in an English company called English First, and I slowly worked my way through there. I came to China for money. Initially, I thought, and the money was better, but it wasn't good.
Okay.
I was still living like from paycheck to paycheck, and I just became a drone in this place, and I kind of lost myself. Um, my subconsciously, I knew I was trans, but I was totally performing the thing. And in 2016, I met my partner, and we got married
Right
in
on.
2018. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then COVID hit, and we were actually going to immigrate to Canada. That was the plan for her to study there and figure things out. But then COVID hit, so
Right.
everything went to shit.
Yeah.
Can I say shit?
Sure.
Yeah.
No, I've said it twice.
Yeah, you can say whatever.
And so we went into we had big financial troubles, and we moved to this city, Suzhou. And for the first time, I actually got the more money that was supposed to be in China, and I was able to slowly pay off everything. And then I got a kind of a windfall job with a lot of our money problems are solved. And for the first time in my life, I could go, hey, what about me? And I started doing self reflection and discovery with myself.
Yeah.
And in 2023, I spent a long time going through all of these forums and cross-dressing things, because all I wanted to do was a hyper realistic French maid for Halloween. It's been my dream. I love gender
Nice.
bending. I had always loved gender bending.
Yeah.
And so I spent so much time doing it. If you want to put photos on, I'll send you photos.
Sure. You know what? Send me photos.
Yeah.
I'll put them up. It's up to you.
And oh God, it was terrible.
Did we lose you there?
Uh-oh.
I felt like it was good enough.
Yeah.
And while I was bet on whether I was cross-dressing or not, and it was the biggest euphoria moment for me. And
Yes.
that was I think somewhere there was the egg that it didn't crack, it exploded.
Yep.
At the time, I was doing powerlifting. My partner is a gym trainer and she competes. So um, I was training with her and I told her, I'm just like really unhappy doing this. And the more we do this, the more I eat and the fatter I get. And I just,
Uh-huh.
because I'm coping. It's not because of calories. I'm just coping and I need to stop. And I did. And then that year, between 2023 and 2024 October, I lost 26 kilograms.
Woo! For the
And
American people, that's like 50 pounds.
Yeah.
About 55.
yeah, 50 pounds. And I during that year I also started cross-dressing a lot more and I was just the quintessential femboy. Um, and a couple of times I had dropped this estrogen bomb, estrogen bomb, estrogen bomb, but nobody picked up on it. My
Okay.
partner was also like, why would you want to do that? Blah, blah, blah. So we never talked about it. And because I'm in China, I thought it would be so difficult to get estrogen.
Yeah.
That's true.
And I'm on Reddit, I'm in trans forums, and I'm
Yes.
desperate. Like in ideating bad things. And
Yeah.
there's a girl there sharing her story. She's from the UK.
Mm-hmm.
She worked in a city not far from here, like driving distance away. But she wasn't here anymore. And her last post was 2 years ago. And it had described how she transitioned during COVID.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh my God, somebody did it here. And I messaged her. I no hope, right?
Right.
But 2 days later, she messages me back. She's like, hey, let's talk on, do you still have WeChat? Like WeChat is the messaging app.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We got on there, started talking a bit, and she sent me a contact for gray market estrogen. It's like double the price of anything else. I get a box and a box of Spiro.
Okay.
And I'm just thinking, like, I'm not gonna use this. Like, I need to see what it's like.
Yeah.
I had to pay a lot extra because I only bought like 2 boxes, and most people buy a lot more because it needs to last for a long time.
Yeah.
When I picked up that box from the delivery station and I walked home, got into the door, said hello. She goes, hi, how was your day? I'm like, I got a box of estrogen and I'm going to start medically transitioning, and whatever happens, I'm sorry. And that was it. And
Wow.
we kind of had this, yeah, it just came out. Like, I had no plan to do that. Obviously, the situation was strained for a day or two.
Yeah.
But after, like, I was like, I'm going to give you a week, but then I'm starting. And then 2 days later, she was like, fine, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, so December 16, a day before my birthday, 2024, started estrogen.
Wow. What was that like?
And now I'm super happy.
Like you're there, you get well, I read somewhere you're not doing the shots, you were doing pills first?
Yes. And no, before, okay, so I got these pills and they were my only supply. So suddenly I'm like super worried.
Yeah.
And I'm DIYing, right? So I'm like, I can't be DIYing. I need to know more because I'm in the dark here.
Right. In the gray.
So I contact
gray.
a psychologist in South Africa. Like, I need to start figuring this out. And in the meantime, I start sharing some of my story on Reddit, and some Chinese trans people contact me. And I'm like, I need help. I need to find out where is a trans affirming doctor. What's the process? And they're like, it's really difficult. You have to get a signed letter from both your parents, psychological evaluation, and only then, if both your parents consent, no matter what age you are, you can start transitioning. Like, no, I'm a foreigner. I can circumvent this one, right? For sure. So I got the letters from doctors in South Africa, had them translated with a lawyer and stamped and certified. And then I
Yeah.
took that. I found this in my city, there's one gender affirming doctor
Mm-hmm.
that is openly gender affirming. Um, took it to took it to her. She had like an informed consent discussion with me. I was like, yeah, I've had this discussion with these doctors as well. I definitely like I need this. And by the way, I'm already on Spiro and at the time 4 milligrams of estrogen, but
Uh-huh.
my doctor had said I should go to 6
Okay.
based on some blood tests that I've done.
Yeah.
And then she subscribed me or prescribed me. And from there on, every month I went to that hospital. Um, and I wanted to break free because it's far away. So I got another hospital and I go like, hey, I need this. And she's like, no, you're a man. I can't issue this. Here, take this letter to administration. And the letter is just like this scrolled Chinese thing with the doctor's signature. It's like a torn piece of paper. I still have it. I think I'm gonna frame it.
Oh, I got a
like,
question real
Change
quick.
her
Mm-hmm.
change her gender marker at the hospital to F.
That's really sweet.
I was blown away.
Wow.
Can I ask a
so
question real
walked-
quick?
Yeah, go.
In Chinese, when the doctors write their letters, can you read them? Because in America, you cannot read that shit.
Now you can read them. You can read them.
They're not written in cursive.
They're not great. They're not great, but you can read them.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, anyway, you were saying.
I go to so I'm there also like dressed kind of androgynously,
Yeah.
and I go to administration and she looks at the paper. She's like, "Hura," which is passport. So I give her my passport. She looks at me and she goes, "Oh, Nishananda. Oh, you're a guy." I'm like, "No, you need to change this." She's like, "Yeah, sure." And she changes my gender marker. So now at that hospital, I'm an F.
That's really sweet. You flunked.
Yeah. Finally, boy failed.
I love that. I love that. It's such a more complicated process in some parts of the U.S. You know, there's some parts where you can just go, you pay the fee, you what is it? You sign it, you write a letter thing to the doctor, or there's a form anyway. You fill it out for the court. The court just turns around and says, okay, you're good. They put a stamp on it. But in other parts of the country, it is an absolute bitch trying to do it, or they don't do it at all.
Or it's a nightmare. It can be a nightmare.
Yeah.
In the States, it depends on what state you're in as well.
And some of the states are trying to change it right now, where even if you did it, they're going to revert it back.
Right.
And so it's a mess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like it's a disaster.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to do this. So in South Africa, trans rights and self-determination are constitutionally determined or protected.
Right.
So the process is happening, but South African government is really slow. I've been waiting for 8 months.
Wow.
Jeez.
That is a lot.
That is a long time.
That's like bottom surgery here.
Need
Bottom
to farm.
surgery here is much longer than that. But still. Okay, so last time you and I were talking, you made a comment that...
Uh-oh.
101 days.
Yay! I forgot. I saw that. Yeah, you posted it somewhere, and I'm so excited for you. That's super exciting.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's gonna be great. So do they do the surgeries in China? Because I want to say you made a comment that you were leaving to go for the surgery, but you're saying that in China they do have doctors that'll do that?
Yeah, it's very restricted. There are a couple of hospitals that do it,
Okay.
but it's only like 5, and most of them are done in Beijing.
Yeah.
I am not going through that route. I'm going to Thailand
Yeah.
to do it.
Okay.
I want to say Taiwan, I think, is the place I was looking at for a while.
No, you also said Thailand.
Did I say Thailand?
Yes. You also said Thailand.
Okay. Well, yeah. That it was a place I was looking for a while anyway. That's where
Mhm.
I can't think of what his name is right
It
now.
was
Bank,
it was a
Dr.
pretty
Bank.
Oh,
notorious.
Dr. Bank in, yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know about him.
Yeah, yeah. I really wanted to do it through him, but then like he's so requested across the world that my understanding is it's not you set a date with them and then go pay. It's a lottery system, and you put
Yeah.
your name in at the beginning of the year, and they draw out who all can get it during the year. And so some people you may wait 15 years and not get drawn, and another person might get drawn in the first 6 months they put their name in. And so
That's interesting. So, Dr. Bank is in Pattaya, right? I'm pretty sure. And he does what makes him interesting is he's one of those few places that does the gendual
yes,
um, surgery, which is kind of, I wanted to do that, but there is a longer wait period. And I
yes.
needed, what I went for instead is Dr. Chetisat. I could get an appointment at Dr. Bank probably in 8 months.
The
That's
Supon clinic, but that's in it is in Thailand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you talk to the hospital directly, I think you can skip that lottery system. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, that would be
It'd be
great.
fantastic.
Yeah. Then you have to save up the money to do it. But it's really not that bad if you look at I want to say right now it's about 25,000 if you're just bankrolling it yourself. So, yay, there's that.
Yeah, so I bought my tickets to Thailand. Those were 1,000, or let's call it $800. And then the actual surgery for me is $14,000.
Right.
And then you need to stay there for
Couple weeks.
a couple of weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you stay in the hotel, that will be approximately $4,000.
Yes.
So there you go, $18,000. If you stay in the hospital, but if you only need to stay in the hospital for like 10 days, and then you can move to a hotel.
Right. Yeah. So that was the one I was looking at. I don't know, when I get a little closer, maybe I'll reach out that way, but I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, yeah, so going to Thailand, 101 days, that's exciting. How is this process affected your relationship?
There are like a couple of things have changed. We have been, let me rephrase this. In 2022, we opened our marriage. So, for ethical non-monogamy.
Mm-hmm.
And that was working fine. And now our relationship at that point was kind of not great.
Yeah.
But now it's better than ever before.
Oh, good.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some things have changed, but it's amazing.
How did you pick the name Ruby Rae? Because that's not I don't know. I'm not going to say it's not an everyday name. It's just that's an interesting name to pick, and I'm curious where that name came from.
Okay. I love the name.
It's beautiful.
That's number one. I use Rae like from day to day. If I introduce myself, I'll
Right.
introduce myself as Rae. And that is a callback to my necronym. So
Oh.
that
Okay.
name was, I'm trying to articulate here. That name was hyphenated.
Yeah.
And I have a cousin that has a very similar name to the first part of that name. And my name is androgynous, the first part.
Yeah.
So I just didn't want to use it, even though I could. Like, technically, I wouldn't need to change my name. I could just switch to that. But I hate the hyphen because it's caused me so much trouble traveling and trying to open bank accounts abroad where they don't use hyphen.
Yeah.
And I really, the middle part of my name, Ruby, is is a nickname that my dad sometimes used for me. We don't talk anymore, but um,
That's interesting.
I thought that having a relatable name to refer to me to that is close to something you used before would make not dead naming me easier. I was wrong. So
I mean, that's fair. But on the flip side, you have a name that you love, and everything else can go kiss their ass. Because,
yeah, exactly.
yeah, I mean, you're the one that has to live with it, right? So,
Yeah, as long as you like it and it resonates with you.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
right?
yeah. Yeah.
It's very stripper. It's stripper coded, and I'm okay with that.
Up on stage is R&R. Woo woo!
Rest and
Rest
relaxation.
and relaxation.
Yeah. I like that a lot. No, it does though. I mean, I could see it. I could see, put it on. Here's Ruby. I could
Here's
see it.
Ruby, yeah.
Yeah, I could see it. I mean, what other rocks aren't used? You know what I mean? I mean, probably not granite, but that's not the point. Gems. It would be gems, not rocks.
Yeah, it's all gems.
I don't know why topaz.
Amethyst.
Oh no.
Topaz. I've never seen topaz.
Topaz.
We start like bringing
Zirconia?
out names
Zirconia,
nobody can
maybe.
pronounce. Here comes Hermiculite.
What is that?
The cat that
Like
scared him.
Hercules, but if he was a stripper.
Yes, yes.
Hermiculite.
Hermiculite. I don't know where that came from, but I like that I made it up. So.
Oh, kitty.
Kitty, kitty.
Oh, I
Let me
love,
just take my cat out of the room quickly. if you
Man, no
don't-
oh, I
problem.
love cats. Heard cat. Meow meow.
Son, get out of here. Yeah, go.
Son.
Son. Aw.
Actually,
I
so I
love
used to buy aquariums, filters that I would buy, the water pumps that I would buy / filters. They came from China, and they were Sun brand, but they worked really good. They worked really good. You just had to like plan on so much more power than you needed, but they worked very well. Because one time though, I overdid it. I was like,
Well-
yeah, this seems like a good kind of pump, whatever. Let's get it. And I got it, and I turned it on. You just watch my fish just across the tank, and it was just sitting there spinning circles, and I'm like, poor fish. I was like, let's go back to the old filter.
You created a cyclone. Just-
This poor fish is like, ah! You just watch it blow across the tank.
I imagine that because you don't half-ass anything.
No, I take it way too far. I mean, what do you mean this 100-gallon tank can't handle a 2,000-gallon berm? Whatever. Aquarium filter. Anyway,
That's funny.
yeah. Okay, so you've started the process. I'm curious, if you don't have parental permission to transition, you had said earlier that you're not able to transition, but is there like an age difference? What if your parents have passed? Does that mean you're not able to transition at all? Like, how does that work?
There are ways around this. It just makes it really. It's a gate that's being kept for people. So I don't have to because my parents are not Chinese.
Yes.
And I don't have to on that section. Like I have to. Obviously, if you're in another country, you have to abide by that country's laws. But this is a regulation
Okay.
that doesn't apply to me as a foreigner. So
Fascinating. I mean, makes sense though. How long have you been in China?
since 2015. So this is year 11. I arrived October 2015.
You look like you had wanted to ask a question. And Bear's just off. Okay,
Yeah.
well, anyway, okay, so you've been there
Come back to
11
me,
years.
Bear.
You know what?
Something along.
Wait, are you the bear in the woods?
Yes.
Do you shit? That's what I just heard.
Yes.
I would go into the woods with you alone, bear.
Oh. Not sure whether to say thanks.
I mean,
or
that's
feel
nice.
Flattered or
You got to remember that a bear does shit in the woods, though.
watch where you step.
So,
I take it all back.
I don't blame you. No, my question was something along the lines of, okay, you've been in China for over 10 years, but you still refer to yourself as a foreigner. So I was just curious. Well, are you not a resident still, or are you a resident?
or do you?
So
you
this
cannot
whole
become a
time-
citizen.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So in China, you cannot become a full citizen as a foreigner.
Fascinating.
You can get permanent residency, which is a card that lasts for 10 years. I don't have that. You need to own a house for that. Which is technically like something that I could do, but not really interested in. And since I've been married, like there are probable ways for me to circumvent that, like owning a house requirement, but it's not, it doesn't really appeal to me that much. And because same-sex marriages are not allowed here, it makes the future of my marriage certificate in China tenuous. Because once the legal transition goes through, even though the marriage would not be dissolved, because like personhood is continuous, right? Most people, if they want to transition, they are required to get divorced, or the doctors won't sign off on them being allowed to transition. Just another gate.
All right. Yeah, that makes more sense, because I was we're talking about all the you said that there was things are under regulation, and I was like, well, you've been there for X amount of time. I imagine that you're a citizen, but now I understand that there's just things are just it sounds complex is what it sounds like.
It's not too bad. Like you don't really need to think about it if you're working here, because your employer will take care of all of it. The one very annoying thing is, even though I'm married, my visa is just a work visa, because on a spouse visa you're not allowed to work, and like it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it's confusing.
Fascinating. Let's jump directions. Change directions here for a minute. You have a podcast. Talk to us about your podcast. You said it was Kaleidoscope ABCDG. It was like PDTB or PDBS.
PBTS, Perspectives Beyond the Surface, is the thing. I should probably change the name.
PBTS. There you go. So, talk to us about your podcast. I watched an episode of that with MC Sarah, and you said you have a co-host that's there. And you had told us before we started recording that you're on Spotify, and I hadn't found you on Spotify this morning, but when I look at it on Spotify, I see so many episodes. So yeah, talk to us about your podcast and what it is, what you do.
Oh no.
I switched it at the perfect point. I switched it and everything went back as I pushed the button. It all went black right then. And I was like, what are the chances of that? Like I seriously thought that like I blacked everything out by pushing the button.
I'm back.
And we're back. Welcome back.
I'll tell you, I got up to the point where you said on Spotify you see so many episodes.
Yeah. So after that, it was talk to us about your podcast, what it is that you do, and yeah, all of that.
So I started Kaleidoscope PBTS. When we roll back, I've always wanted to be kind of in the open on like publicly. I
Okay.
tried to start when I bought my car here. It's an electric Chinese SUV. I tried to start a car channel, and I thought I'm gonna review cars. I felt so uncomfortable on camera.
Okay.
Um, like major dysphoria listening to my voice and seeing myself. So it just never worked. I couldn't muster the energy to continue. And when
Yeah.
started transitioning, I just found myself feeling much more confident, and I had a desire to show the world and the trans experience then like that is away from the crazy stigmas that are perpetuated about us. So
Did you have any idea you were trans before you started trying on
I wanted to
maid
show
dresses?
myself.
Did that go
Hmm?
through?
Hold on,
Did we
I
lose?
didn't catch that.
Do
Did we
you
lose audio?
did
Oh,
you
okay.
did you know, or did you have any inkling you were trans before you started doing the maid dresses?
Hold on, Daphne, I can't hear anything. It keeps on
Uh-oh.
breaking up.
You
Let me
did.
change the. Sorry, I'm
You're
gonna
good.
drop quickly.
Okay.
Are we back? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. I.
Yeah, you look great.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, so I don't need a VPN. I just switched it off.
Actually, the picture's a lot clearer. uh yeah. Okay, so did you have any idea that you were trans before the experience with wanting to try on maid dresses, the
maid.
maid outfits?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But I didn't know how to put words to it. So,
Okay.
I gone. It's just something that's it's so hard to articulate because I grew up in a very Christian kind of heteronormative situation, even though my sister is lesbian and married to a woman.
Yeah.
Um, the household that I was in was expressly transphobic.
Yes.
I'm talking about Caster Semenya when she was blamed for being trans, even though she isn't.
Yeah.
In the Olympics, if you don't know who Caster Semenya is, she's a South African Olympic runner. And I had always entertained the idea, like from a young age, I wore my mom's dresses when I was alone at home. I have a step family, so I was a single child for a while.
Yeah.
When I was alone anywhere and there were like period pads or whatever, I would try to, I turned them upside down and used them as a gaff. But I never knew I was trans. I thought that I was just kind of experimenting and stuff. But
Yeah.
I've always felt dysphoria around this and like forced heteronormative behavior by way of social expectation and peer pressure. Went to an all boys school. Yeah. And I always just got along better with women as friends.
Yes.
So I subconsciously knew that I am transgender, but until I had that box of estrogen in my hand and I, for the first time, like I fully understood what this could do for me and what it meant, I wouldn't have been able to put words to it really.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember right before I got that, I was driving home. I worked far away from where I live on the highway and listening to this book. Just a fantasy, drama, romance. And I had been thinking about racing into the side of a bridge. And
Yeah.
that was my ideation.
Yeah.
But this book, the author, every time she described this, every time the character was angry or upset or doing something casual, she would use her hip to like close drawers or whatever. And that like little hip
Booty
thing
bump.
just, yeah, I couldn't get myself like, I lived for that story for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I I would be walking through, still totally cis, walking through just wanting to try estrogen and like looking for misplaced estrogen pieces in pharmacies or anything that has. I was soy maxing because I was femboy right now,
Right.
right? Um yeah, so I didn't know, but
I find a lot of connection to that myself because I share a lot of similarities with that story. Where it was seventh grade, I always connected more with the female actors and characters on TV anyway. But in seventh grade, Pirates of the Caribbean came out, and Elizabeth Swann. I am blanking on what the actress's name is. Anyway, she starts with a D. Anyway, she puts on a corset, and they're cinching the corset. She passes out, falls out, and all the women in school, are like, oh my god, and I'm like, what's going on? Because it was a big deal to the ladies, and they go, oh, it's a corset, and I go, what's a corset? And they tried to explain it, and I didn't understand it. Now I have like 8 of them. Anyway, I just knew that was going to be like a part of my life, even though I didn't understand it at the time. Later on in that same school year, we had what they call homecoming week, right? The football team has the game. Sometimes it's against the rivals, but usually it's against a team they know they're going to beat, so that way they have a win for homecoming. And it's a big celebration for the school throughout the week. It's a lot of school pride. And at our school, they had different dress-up days every day of the week. We had a old person dress-up day, One of the kids, I shit you not, he came to school and he had shaved the top round section of his head. So he had the hair on the side, but he had lost all the hair on top. And he shaved it that way. and we just thought that was the funniest damn thing that he did it. Took some baby powder, put it in his... Anyway, he took some baby powder, put it in his hair so it was all grayed out, and he showed up to school that way. And it was so funny because he was also on the basketball team and that kind of. Anyway, it was funny. But anyway, they had cross-dressing day one day that same year, and so I got to wear a dress. And we had a little wig that I got to put on and went to school. And but the same kind of thing. When you put on the clothes, it connected with me like so deeply. It just connected, and you go, whoa, something just happened. And like,
it's, sorry to interrupt. That's
good.
alignment, right? The moment
Yes.
your expression aligns with your identity, something snaps.
Yes. Yeah, and that was one of the biggest reasons that I ended up figuring out that I was trans was every time you put on whatever kind of clothing garment, every time you put it on, there was just like all of a sudden that self-hatred and the pressure and all these things that weren't agreeing with you inside, because it feels like almost like a sickness, right? When you get sick, you know how when you get sick you can tell there's something wrong inside, and you can feel it, and it was the same kind of feeling for me, but it never went away. You're always got that sick feeling inside, and you don't know how to put words on it, but when you would put a dress on, it alleviated that just a little bit. She'll come back.
Yeah, we went blank.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome back.
Yay!
Sorry,
All right, welcome back.
You're good. Where did it cut out?
The sick feeling inside something's
Yeah,
wrong.
I mean, you know what I'm talking about though, right? Where you get a sick feeling inside, you can tell something's wrong inside. And that's what it felt like to me very much, was that there's something wrong inside. It's, it's like the sick feeling. And when you had the opportunities to wear a dress or put on a set of high heels, or whatever the case was, every time you did one of those items, that sick feeling went away just a little bit. And so it was one of the ways you go, hey, this is something that's touching me on such a deeper level. Something's going on. But then, welcome back. But then when oh, there you are.
Yeah, your audio isn't cutting, just the visual.
Okay, cool. Well, then when it got to the point of taking hormones, it was, how do I know if this is right for me or not? Because it wasn't like I walked in and go, hey, I'm trans, like give me the checklist and we're going to hit all the points, We're going to start changing our clothes. We're going to change our name. We're going to change the hormones. We're going to change surgeries. Like, let's get them all going. It wasn't like that. It was very much planned out, where I go, I want to make sure that I'm doing what's right for me. And as I went through that process, are hormones right for me or are they not? And when I took the hormones, I started it, and you immediately felt just everything start changing inside, and it was all that sick feeling just went away. And then I found when you went off of hormones and tried to, see, let's compare and contrast, right? Because I did it back and forth for a couple months just to test it out, and I found when I went off of the hormones, suicidality increased, and that sick feeling came back. But when I was on it, everything was better. I didn't feel so sick inside. And that was one of the biggest reasons I went, yeah, this is what's right for me. And so as you're talking about, feeling the excitement of the hormones, and that is just what is the next step in your life, the parts of putting on clothes and knowing that it connected with you. I connect to that story very much. And I think a lot of people listening will connect to that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it was kind of gradual onto hormones. Like the hormones itself, there's a sharp cut, but because I was soy maxing, even though that does nothing, soy maxing doesn't work.
Yeah.
I was drinking like pu'er tea and just trying to like as many like whatever natural remedies I could find.
Right.
Oh,
So, and then that was the next part that we ended up dealing with was, people expect you to be this guy because that's how you're seen, right? So they're expecting you to be this guy. So all of a sudden you have to be into, and mind you, I grew up in a very conservative area. Okay. So, all of a sudden you're a guy. So you have to be into guns, you have to be into hunting, you have to be into cars, you have to be into exercising. There's all these things that you're expected to be a part of. And so continuing where you're at about, oh, well, talking about cars didn't feel right for me. I completely connect with that, because that's very much was what I felt like I was expected to be.
yeah. So, and that's like the perfect. Wow, you did such a good loop back into my story. Um, from there, when I started Kaleidoscope, all I wanted to do was talk to people and share stories and get their perspectives. And because I had gone through this like super big personal growth step, I wanted to talk about that. So perspectives beyond the surface is supposed to be just perspectives of growth and becoming.
Okay.
I wanted to talk to people about how their lives and viewpoints have changed over time, and what's their like pieces of wisdom that comes from there. Yeah.
Did it matter if they were trans or not?
No, not at all. For me, so there are 2 seasons out right now. The second season is finished, even though there wasn't a cap season, or
Right.
cap episode. But the first season was just figuring out how to do this, and what I wanted to do was share my story and show myself, a trans person, interacting with other cisgender people in
Okay.
a normal way. Like there's like, I don't know, this tiny little fuck you to the like stigma.
Yeah.
And then season 2, I focused more on like queer representation in South Africa, and I tried to get people from institutions to come onto the website and talk to me. I spoke to this woman named Kim Litgo. She found a place called Same Love Toti.
Yeah.
It's a LGBTQ charity space that provides housing and guidance
Yeah.
for parents. And she legislated to the point of being like the chair of the hate crimes committee in South Africa, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
She's lesbian, and then from there everything just grew, and now I want to change it again to give it more of a structure that
Yeah.
goes through, because it was a little bit too ethereal, too casual.
Okay. That's I don't know, that's interesting. We have tried to make sure on our podcast that we're not only interviewing trans people, we're bringing in parents and allies and experts in these different fields. Because I think by doing so, we get more of the human experience.
We've decided to make this a two-parter. We have thoroughly enjoyed this conversation. We want to keep the conversation going, and so tune in for part 2.